Welcome, my darling, to this solar eclipse new moon in Aquarius session. My name is Mel, and I am excited to share these energies with you. We are going to talk a little bit about everything about the new moon, about the solar eclipse, about the fire horse Chinese Lunar New Year. So stay with me and we are going to dive right now further into it. Welcome, my darling, to this new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius. I'm so happy that you are here and let's dive into it. So, the main theme for this new moon is find your place in the world. But first, let's talk a little bit about me. Just to get to know me, my name is Mel, and I am a karmic astrologist and a Jungian psychotherapist in training. And why I do this work. I truly believe that when we connect with the wisdom of the universe, we can heal faster and get to see our life circumstances from another perspective. The answer to our deepest questions lie in the stars, and we can learn a lot if we allow ourselves to notice the cosmic shifts. As above, so below, I believe that many of you have heard that saying. So let's dive deeper. And what is a new moon? Many of you might question that, like why a new moon is important. So, a new moon occurs when the moon is positioned between the earth and the sun, showing its shadowed side to earth and making it typically invisible to the naked eye. New moons point the start of a new lunar cycle. They are liminal spaces where the soil is fertile and we can plant the seeds of our dreams. So, because we have the beginning of a new lunar cycle, that coincides with our life also. We have new cycles beginning in our lives too. And because new moons are liminal spaces, this is the perfect time to really set our intentions for the the new lunar cycle ahead. And of course, I incorporated this picture here just that you have a visual also for what we described before. So we have the sun, we have the moon, and we have the earth. And as you can see, the new moon is dark, and that's why the sunlight is hitting the moon directly, and then we cannot see the bright side of the moon from Earth. And why is this new moon a solar eclipse? That's a very interesting question. So, we have a solar eclipse because this new moon coincides with the north lunar node of faith, making it extra potent. In July 2026, the nodes of fate are shifting from the Pisces Virgo axis to the Aquarius Leo axis. And with this new moon, we are tasting the shift that is about to take place, and it will last for the next 2.5 years approximately. So, this is a solar eclipse because the moon is coinciding with the north node, and that's why we have a solar eclipse at the end. So this is a very potent new moon. And the north node is a mathematical point in the moon's orbit where it intersects the ecliptic, the apparent path of the sun. The North Node points in the direction of our personal growth and evolution, indicating our potential for development. This is a potent period of moving forward and stepping into action. So, this is going to really I want to say trigger, but in a good way, things that are going to come to the surface, themes in our lives that we will see very alive during the next years. And of course, I included again another picture just so you get like the feeling of how we have the south node and the north node. You can see the apparent uh, path of the sun and also the moon orbit and the way the points where they intersect give us the south and the north node. And of course, we have also the Chinese Lunar New Year, all happening at the same day. We have a new moon, we have a solar eclipse where the moon is meeting for the first time the north node, the new north node, and also we have the fire horse, the year of the fire horse, entering in our lives. So this Aquarius new moon also coincides with the change of the Chinese Lunar New Year. We are entering the year of the fire horse, which combines themes of freedom, bravery, and action with fast paced energy, passion, and rapid change. The themes that will emerge in this new moon will probably take center stage in your life for the next year. And all these are happening simultaneously on February 17th, 2026. In the sign of Aquarius, we have a new moon solar eclipse, and the sign of Aquarius is symbolized by the water bearer. Aquarius is a sign ruled by Saturn in traditional astrology, or in more modern astrology by Uranus. And its archetype is the innovator, the sacred rebel, the pioneer, the idealist, the one who forges a new path and goes against the current. In its shadow, we can see aspects like conformity, fear of being seen as different, outcast, bitterness. And in mythology, we have the myth in ancient Greek mythology of a beautiful young man called Ganymede that caught the attention of Zeus. He was graceful, he was eccentric, he was smart, yet modest, he was opinionated, but he liked to keep to himself. His father disliked him, so when Zeus offered him a large number of horses in exchange for the boy, he gladly accepted. And it is so interesting that we have horses in our myth today, and we are also entering the year of the fire horse. Zeus took the form of a big eagle and flew down to Mount Ida, grasped Ganymede with his talons, and took him back to Olympus, where he made him the cupbearer of the gods. One day, as Ganymede was on his new duty, pouring wine for Hera, he noticed a plot of land where many horses were galloping and realized that this was his father's home and how he betrayed him. He took the amphora and poured the liquid until there was nothing left. It is said that all the water that fell to earth caused a massive flood that covered the world. So, symbolized by a water bearer pouring out waters from an amphora, Aquarius represents the creation of the world as well as its destruction, and is therefore linked to the idea of cyclical death and renewal. So, the main theme for this new moon is find your place in the world. This Aquarius new moon is asking us to find our own footing. Away from the mass thinking, we are called to see everything objectively, to trust our values and not be afraid of speaking up for what is right, even if that means forging and following that path alone. Sometimes we really have to go alone towards what we believe and become a lighthouse for other people to find us along the way. But it is our duty to first forge that path for ourselves. And I also wanted to include this house chart where you can find where you have Aquarius in your chart, in which house, and then you can see which area of your life is going to be mostly affected by this new moon. If you want to dive further into these energies, join me on Patreon. You will find the link for the Moon Mystic membership, and this is a place where we are diving deeper into the archetypes, into the full moons and new moons, and we are following the patterns of the universe just so we can unlock the deeper truths, the deeper treasures. You will also find a more in-depth analysis there. You will find journal prompts designed specifically for this new moon solar eclipse, and you will also find all the notes for this session along with the previous ones. So if you want to join, the link is down in the description. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your favorite realization. Also share with a friend or a family member that you feel that they will find this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye.